Happy Sunday, guys. What's up? Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Perrault. You guys can follow this podcast wherever you get your audio podcasts or watch it on our YouTube channel at BettingPros. Go search that, and then you can go find the Daily Juice. We got a bunch of great videos on there, but you can find the Daily Juice video and watch it every morning or listen to it wherever you get your audio podcasts, or you can just follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt or at all socials at Sports Talk Matt, and I will give you links and picks and plays and all sorts of fun stuff with hashtag Daily Juice on Twitter X. 3-0. That is how we bounce back. We go from losing to a winning week. We are now up 1.81 units on the week after going 3-3. 2+ money plays hit yesterday. Run line for the Phillies was 12-1. More on them in a second. And then we get the over 1.5 rounds in the co-main event at the UFC event in Saudi Arabia. So we got that right. That fight went to the cards. Like I thought there was a chance the fight could go to the cards. It did. So we got that right on that plus money bet. And then we got obviously the other bet was, the Red Sox came back. Red Sox won for us. Came back down 3-0. Rallied for 4 runs to win the game 4-3 yesterday. So good job out of my Boston Red Sox to get that 3-0 day for us. Okay, I got 4 bets for us here today. The first one is quasi-future. So Tennessee lost to Texas A&M in the College World Series. By most people's accounts, Tennessee is the best team in college baseball. They lost 9-5 yesterday. Best pitcher for A&M was on the mound in Omaha. It's plus 120 on Tennessee to win the series. Not today. Today, they're monster favorites. But to win it all, they're plus 120. I'm betting that. 1 unit on Tennessee to win it all. This is the idea. You've seen me do this before, guys. If they win, Tennessee wins game 2, we have game 3 on Monday. Most likely, A&M is going to be a big dog in game 3. All right? So I'm going to hopefully be on both sides. Okay, so we take Tennessee at plus 120 to win the series. And then on Monday, we'll take A&M, whatever plus money they are, plus 160, plus 140, whatever they wind up being on Monday. And then we wind up getting ourselves a guaranteed win. Not a huge win, but it's guaranteed money, okay? It's just trying to arb. I think Tennessee wins today. I think Tennessee very well can win on Monday, okay? And I'll tell you what we do on Monday. I may take plus 1.5 runs. I don't know what I'm going to do on Monday. We'll see what the pitching matchup's going to be, and we'll see what the Volunteers do. But I do think the Vols win today in Omaha. So instead of betting the Vols to win today and laying heavy juice, let's just bet 1 unit on Tennessee to win the College World Series, and that would be winning the next 2 games, down 1 game to none, at plus 120. Okay, 1 unit, Tennessee, to win the College World Series at plus 120. By the way, I've been really bad in the College World Series, just FYI. I haven't hit a bet yet. I'm 0-3 for my bets in the College World Series. So do what you wish with that, okay? But I do like that bet for Tennessee. All right, it's Sunday. We don't bet baseball. I lied. Why? Christopher Sanchez just got a big deal with the Phillies. They gave him an extension. He's 4-3 with a 2.91 ERA. And Christopher Sanchez is tremendous at home. 1.84 ERA, 3-1 record, a 244 opposing batting average, but no home runs given up at the bank, which is hard to do. 9 earned runs in 44 innings worth of work. He has been absolutely tremendous at home. Last time out at home against San Diego, 9-2 win. Before that against Milwaukee, a 2-1 win. At home against the Washington Nationals, a 4-3 win. Home against Toronto, a 10-1 win. Those are the 4 home starts he has had since May 1st. He gave up 1 earned run. He gave up 2 earned runs. He gave up 1 earned run and 1 earned run. So you might go, well, Matt, that might be difficult because you're going to lay the extra run and a half. You sure you want to do that? He's only winning these games 2-1 and 4-3. The answer to that question is yes, because of the opposing pitcher that's going here, Slade Ciccone. Ciannoni, I don't know how to say the Italian's name. I apologize. I'm half Italian. I don't know how to say the kid's name. It don't matter. This kid was good his last time out, okay? 6 innings, no earned runs against Washington. But before that, 7-3, 1 earned run in 4 2/3. He won the game 10-5, and 6 to the Dodgers. This is a hot-hitting team. It's a hot day in Philadelphia. Look, the ball flies out 12 runs for the Phillies yesterday. I think the Phillies hammer the pitching here. Phillies on the run line at plus 105. 1 unit on the Phillies on the run line. I know I don't bet on Sunday, but this is too good of a pitching matchup here with Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies and what the Phillies did yesterday offensively here. Total this game is 9.5. I lean towards the over, but I think the better bet is Sanchez at home. Even with the lack of having 9 at bats, because if they have the lead, it won't go there. I like the Phillies to stay hot here and score a bunch of runs. Phillies on the run line at plus 105. Okay, did you see what Cam Young did yesterday at the Travelers? Now, it's important to go and watch this, okay, and watch how this tournament is going to go off, because weather has been a big factor here. Rain has been a big factor. It's rained overnight. It rained yesterday. We had a rain delay here. So it's important to look and see, make sure your golfers have finished up and finished their full 18 holes. Every golfer did get in, and they got the full 18 holes yesterday. So that's good. So we go to round 4. Cam Young shot a 59. That's the 13th round in the history of the PGA Tour in which we've seen a score under 60. 59. He had 2 eagles on his round yesterday. He shot 28 on the front. He shot 31 on the back, 59 on a par 70. Just a ridiculous tournament. But he shot 72 in round 1 and 66 in round 2. Justin Thomas has been far more consistent. 68, 63, 65. He finished in the top 10 of this tournament last year, came in 9th last year at the Travelers. He likes this course a lot. I like the fact that this course is now going to be pretty wet, not very dry, and really these guys can throw darts. Scotty Scheffler's at 17 under. Tom Kim's at 18 under, leading the tournament. He went 62, 65, 65. You've got Xander Schauffele at 16 under. Tony Finau at 14. Colin Morikawa is at 15 here. I'm going to go with a head-to-head with Justin Thomas in the 4th round to beat Cam Young. I think Cam Young goes back to the round 1 version of Cam Young, where he's not shooting 59s, but rather he's shooting 68s. And he's not doing that's Justin Thomas. Cam Young's round 1, he shot a 72. He went 36 out on the front and 36 in on the back. Had 2 bogeys on the back, 3 bogeys on his round. I expect that version of Cam Young here for the 3rd round versus the round 3 version of Cam Young. And I think Justin Thomas will perform very well today. I like him on this golf course. I watched a bit of his performance here today. Yesterday. I like Justin Thomas. Minus 120, 1.2 units down. 4th round matchup. Justin Thomas over Cam Young at minus 120 for 1.2 units there. And a 4th bet for you guys here on a Sunday. We're going to the WNBA, Connecticut and Seattle. Now, I have watched these teams play Seattle against Vegas and Connecticut against Vegas. The one thing that I'm seeing consistently from both of these teams, they're not scoring. Well, the Connecticut Sun, their last 3 games have all gone under. This total is 165 at the moment for their game at Seattle. It went under against Vegas. It was 165.5. We bet over. Didn't come close. Against LA at home, it was 153.5. Didn't come, came somewhat close. They scored 149. It was under. Against Dallas on the road, 85-67. Didn't go over. 157.5. It went under. This is 165 here for these teams here. And I think there's a shot. Look, I think when you look at Connecticut, they're 13-2. They just lost. But Seattle is a team that, they're 7-8 or 8-7 to the under. Their last game against Vegas went over 173. That game did go over. We were on that game, but they were under on the road against Phoenix. They went at Dallas. I think they scored 92 points there. I lean towards Seattle to win this game, but I think we're going to see a really low-scoring game here. I know everyone's going to talk about Caitlin Clark. Everyone's going to be on the Fever today. They're taking on, it's a big matchup, Fever in the Sky. Go back at it again. This game's in Chicago. Fever are road favorites in that game, which is somewhat surprising. But the Sky, they're going to be chomping at the bit to get a W. After what happened in the last game, people weren't really happy with what happened last game. So this is a game that's going to tip off. Connecticut and Seattle tips off at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And sorry, I flipped this around. It's 156. Sorry, I was reading I wrote that backwards. I do that. I flipped numbers. Sorry, it's 156 is the total here, not 165. I wish it was 165. It's 156. So sorry. So under 156 for Connecticut and Seattle here. Storm are at home. Sun are on the road. 4-1 Seattle. 5-1 for the Sun. First matchup of the season. The Storm have lost 2 straight games. The Sun have won 4 straight games. So we'll see how they perform here. But I like the under in this game. Under 156 Sun and Storm. Okay, so 4 bets for us here on a Sunday. Although this is a future. Tennessee to win the College World Series, it's plus 120. That will be decided hopefully on Monday. So next week we'll get that to be cashed. But Tennessee plus 120 to win the College World Series. That means they win. They have to win today. So money line win today. Phillies plus 105 on the run line against the Diamondbacks. Justin Thomas over Cam Young, minus 120, 4th round head-to-head, 1.2 units there, and the under 156 for the Sun and the Storm in the WNBA. I do think the Sky could beat the Fever today, maybe snap that win streak, but I don't want to go near that game. Maybe you have an in-game opportunity to bet that there. Everyone's going to be on the Fever. Everyone. You want to fade the public? Bet against bet on the Storm, on the Sky to win today in the WNBA. All right, 4 plays for us here on a Sunday. Let's close the week out. Winning day means a winning week for us every single morning. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt. This, the Daily Juice Podcast.